Dance teacher. Today we're actually going to start with a partnered activity. So this is going to be our breath and tactile patterns. Because we're learning about the dance concept of relationships today, we are actually going to be partnered up and we are going to grow a dancer garden, or a friendship garden is what I would call it. So what you're going to want to do is partner up your dancers, and one dancer is going to be the seed and the other dancer is going to be the gardener, and the gardener is going to help the seed grow. And we're going to explore breath and tactile as we perform this activity. So a couple things that you'll want to talk to your dancers about is the use of appropriate touch. So just making sure that we're touching our friends on their backs only, backs and shoulders, and that we're really gentle when we're patting their backs or tickling their backs. And if anybody says, please stop, or ow, that hurts, that we're listening for those cues and that we make sure that we adjust and make sure that we are touching our friends appropriately for this exercise. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the seed and the gardener, and then they'll reverse roles. So the gardener will become the seed, and then the seed will become the gardener, and vice versa. So the seeds have a pretty easy job. Our seeds are going to start just in an easy child's pose, like so, and the gardener can sit next to them so that we can rub and tickle and pat their back. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're all going to close our eyes. We're going to sort of guide them through this story of the flowers growing. So the first thing that we're going to do is close our eyes, and we're going to dream about a beautiful garden. And it's a garden of beautiful flowers that have been grown with love and care. And everybody's going to take a big breath in through their nose and out through their mouth and say, ah. Great. Now the first thing that our farmers are going to do, we're going to gently pat the backs of our seeds to bury them in the dirt. And sometimes we pretend to grab more dirt and put more dirt on our seeds' backs, and grab some more dirt and put some more dirt on their backs just to make sure they're buried deep down. Now hands off, everybody close your eyes. I want you to dream about the seed being deep down in the dirt. The seed's a happy little seed. The seed is nice and warm, and the seed is excited to have a new home where they can grow. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth and say, ah. Great job. The next tactile experience we're going to do is watering our seeds. So for this, we're going to use tickle fingers, and we're going to use tickle fingers up and down the spines of our seeds. And maybe we make it rain and we can add a little head-tail action, and we can follow the rain coming down as well as we water our seed. Now hands off, close your eyes. This time I want you to dream about your seed is starting to grow a little bit. They have a little sprout coming through, and that's going to grow into their roots, and they're going to have a really strong root system, but it's just starting to grow. They're not quite ready to grow all the way yet. So everybody take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth and say, ah. Great. Now the last thing that our seed needs to grow is some super warm sunshine. So for this, we're going to take rubbing hands and we're going to rub the backs of our seeds. We can also get their sides. We can get their arms and their shoulders. Oh, that always feels so nice. We're just going to warm them up, warm them up, warm them up. And hands off. Close your eyes, and this time I want you to dream about your seed, and their roots have grown so big that they're starting to sprout up through the dirt, and a little stem is growing. So take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth and say, ah. Great. So this is where we're going to help our seeds grow into a flower. So we're slowly going to come up to our knees, and the gardener is going to take the hands of their seeds. And we're slowly going to help the seeds grow on their stems, which is our dancer's legs. So we're going to slowly stand up Good. And then what our seed is going to do is our seed is going to turn out into a little first position, and the gardener is going to make sure that their roots, our feet are going to be our root system, they're going to make sure that their roots are buried deep down in the dirt. So we're just going to do some gentle pats on their feet. And as the instructor, you can talk them through a root system and how now that our feet are buried, we're going to be really strong. And hopefully this will encourage them to stand strong on their roots and on their legs so that we don't fall down. So now we're going to face our partners. So the seed and the gardener, we're going to be holding both hands. We're going to be looking at each other, and the gardener is going to help the seed grow a leaf. They're just going to be there to support their flower. So the flower is going to grow a little leaf, or a coupe, and then a big leaf, a passe. And then we're all going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're going to let go, and the flower is going to grow some flower petals. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other legs. We're going to hold hands again, and we're going to grow a coupe, or a baby leaf, a passe, and a big leaf. And then we let go and we balance 1, 2, 3 to show off our beautiful flowers. So that's how we grow a friendship garden, and that's a great way to include your breath and tactile in today's lesson plan. So now you're going to swap roles, and the other dancer is going to be the seed, and the seed is now going to become the gardener.